Go on.
Oh, I thought we hold hands.
Yeah, we all just put our hands in the start. Oh, now that's out of the way.
Made it. As if it was ever going to be an awkward start with her.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of her,
Can we welcome Angela Everington? Ange Everington.
No, that's
onto
okay.
The podcast.
Angela's fine. I'll start calling you daddy.
don't get Mike started. He fucking calls Andy daddy on the daily.
Daddy.
Ange, welcome. Welcome.
Thank
It's lovely to
you.
have you here.
Thanks for having me. It's about time.
I know.
I saw that you guys started the podcast. I was literally like, oh, we've got to have a chat.
Oh,
so
100%.
I'm glad we're here now.
We've got so
yeah.
much to chat about.
Yeah.
Yes, honestly.
So much chat, so little time.
I know.
I kind of want to.
And I'm such a chatter as well. So
No.
good luck to that. Yeah.
I kind of want to start off as well by mentioning how we met.
Yes.
Which was obviously back in the day at CrossFit Stains. Shout out to CrossFit Stains. Andy owns it. When was that? That was like, must have been.
I was trying to work this out on the drive over
What?
because I was there in my early 20s. So I'm 33 now.
Yeah, I was.
Obviously aging backwards, I know. 33 now. So I must have been 21.
I think it
when
opened in
I started
2015.
Oh,
Opened 2015,
I
and
started
I joined.
2017.
I joined 2016.
Yeah, so I was about 21, 22 then.
Yeah, bloody hell.
So, yeah.
That is mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, we've
wild.
all witnessed so much.
We literally have so much as well.
Your first post on your page is CrossFit Stains.
It is. You're right. It's a circuit, isn't it? And I had like the bleach blonde hair. Oh,
Yeah.
what a travesty. Yeah, it
Mad.
was CrossFit Stains. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's mad.
Crazy.
That is a deep dive.
I've
Well
done a
done,
deep
Michael.
dive.
that is slightly
He's done
stalkerish.
good
It's cute. I like
He's
it.
done real good research.
No, I like
Um,
that. Thank you.
But yeah, obviously,
Just look. Can you see this in the notes that we've
Well,
made?
no,
Because we know that this conversation is just gonna. There's absolutely.
I have.
yeah.
I have no.
Oh, thank you. Someone came prepared. The three of us.
Yeah.
Terrible.
We just wrote Ange at the top.
Just in case you forget her name.
Thanks for coming, Ange.
Ange.
So,
Honestly.
Ange, we met
We met
over 10
back-
years ago. And obviously, back then, circumstances are very different. And,
Oh my God, hilarious. Especially if you look at our personal lives as well. How
oh,
funny
yeah.
is that?
I know. Everything's gone crazy. But
I think
obviously,
I'm the one that's worse off, actually. I joined there with a boyfriend and a home, and now I don't have either of those things. But I'm more than happy with that. Like, I'm fine with that. But and as well you
yeah,
met your missus there,
I did.
the challenge.
That was, yeah, you witnessed the whole challenge. That was
I
serious.
was like, no, I don't think it's going to happen. I was like, okay. And then there you go.
Persistence is key. I would like to put it out there in all aspects.
She wore her down.
Yeah, basically, she had no choice but to be with me. So
That's it, honestly.
here we are.
Yeah.
But obviously, back then, you were. What were you doing at that point, actually, career-wise?
I was aspiring to be a firefighter. I was
I really
applying.
thought she said a
So
spy.
did I.
Aspire.
Spy.
spy.
Like, I was a spy.
I was like, fucking hell, she did really well at that job, didn't she?
MI5 material.
No idea.
Imagine who would leave from being a spy to go to be a firefighter. Like, that's like such a downgrade. But I think I was working in events at the time.
Oh, I think you were. I remember this.
Events, yeah. And I loved events because I wasn't so restricted to a desk. And it was very social and it was like very much the party planning. But I was still really heavily into my application process of becoming a firefighter.
Because
Yeah.
it took 5 years.
5 years,
Am I
yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it was a long but very rewarding road in the end.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah, I got there in the end. So 5 years, 3 different brigades. I think that's right. Yeah, 3 different brigades. And then I got in on my 6th. So I joined in 2020
Wow.
was when I joined the fire service. So prior to that.
So what was? Because I can't quite remember this conversation when we met, but what made you want to be a firefighter? Sorry.
I always wanted to be in the emergency services pretty much from when I was a little girl. I always saw them as, I think what I've always been really fortunate to be blessed with is I've never seen gender as a thing. I've always seen it as like the police and firefighters are heroes, and I wanted to be like that. I wasn't your typical like playing with the dolls and stuff like that. I liked that, but it wasn't really my thing. I liked playing outdoors and getting
Getting stuck in.
getting stuck in and stuff, and always helping people. So going from wanting to be a police officer when I was really small, I then became more interested in training.
Yep.
And then I was like, probably about, I think I must have been about 14, 15, and I learned more about the role as a police officer and was like, I don't want to do that because it's too much admin. They do a lot of admin in the police, and it just wasn't the same as when I was a child.
Okay, yeah.
I think police deserve to have like so much respect from the public, but unfortunately they just don't get that. And I didn't want to be like not really. It's very political from an outsider's perspective. I really respect the job, and I've got many police officer friends and they're phenomenal at their jobs, but it just wasn't a bit of me. So I started looking more into like the RAF and the army, but I didn't want to be away from home. And then during school, I had the opportunity to do a public services college course, so I did that alongside my GCSEs. And then I was like, I want to be a firefighter, and I just didn't
Amazing,
take my eyes off of it from then. And then, finally got in.
Yeah. And
So-
going back to persistence is key. I mean,
You did it with
here
a partner.
you are. But here you are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is persistence. You kept pushing through to get yourself to where you are now, which is amazing.
Thank
Like,
you. Yeah.
It's,
It's pretty hard. I find these things so hard because I like, even like my page, I think people would see it that it's all about myself and me and this and whatever, but actually speaking about myself I find difficult, but helping others is what I thrive from doing.
Yeah.
Which is why I share on there about the fact it took me so long and like other elements of my life and trying things and maybe it not working out and whatever. So it's always putting other people first. So I do struggle with these, but I'm trying to get more comfortable with talking about stuff.
I guess especially that, to have the kind of content you put on, it's so niche, being a firefighter and trying to aspire to get people to become like a first responder. Talking about just consistency and never giving up. It's such a great, you're such a great role model, I think, for people that want to be a first responder, because you never get to see that side on Instagram.
100%.
No.
Like, I don't follow anyone apart from you really that is a first responder and puts out content like that. So I think that's really
And that's
just
Thank
inspiring.
you.
Yeah.
you're giving people something to relate to as well. Like, it's the same in any industry. You can shout and about like obviously the success you're currently in and like what that looks like, but allowing people to see how that happens and the struggles involved, because nothing comes easy.
No.
You know what I mean? And like it's the people that don't quit. So allowing people to see that side of it is so important, because that is what inspires people. It'd be so easy for you not to put anything out anything like that out there, and people that fail on the first or second exam, for them to be like, well, no, that's me, and they move on to something else. Whereas knowing it took you that long, and you kept pushing, like, then they know they can do that too. Do you know what I mean? They haven't got to give up on the dream. They can get there as well.
I think that's very much as well like a purpose of the page. So I started it more so as well to be the page that I always wanted when I was struggling to get in. And I did want to share like more insight, but obviously there's limitations. I think, well, I don't think there will be limitations with any full-time job you do with how much they want you to share online. And for me, I was like, I could kind of, but then I was also still finding my feet in the job. I didn't do it during training. I did it during my development. So you do training school, which is, for me, it was a 14-week residential course. And then you go out on station and you're in your development for like 2 years. Mine was longer because I had a mental health sign off. But sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought there. And that's ADHD. I literally have those moments so often. I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about?
Allow me to help.
Allow me
to help you.
one moment.
You were talking about how the purpose of the page.
Yes,
and
the
that's what
purpose
you
of
were
the
looking
page.
for.
Thank you. Sorry, I looked at Andy then, eye contact. I was like, it's gone.
It happens.
It's
It happens.
I was like, it's gone.
When you look at a daddy, it happens.
Just a
He's
distraction.
such a handsome man. Can we just zoom in on Andy's face?
Yeah. Callie won't want to be friends with me anymore. It didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry, Cal. But yeah, I think initially at the start, the more so it was to be like that purpose and to say, obviously now it's kind of evolved more into like, it's really weird to kind of sit here and say that I'm like a brand, but
You are.
basically am. Yeah, I've got a brand, and from it I've launched a business, and the opportunities have been whatever. But it's still very much, I would say, the struggles with getting into the fire service is still very much at the core of it. And I have shared content about how like hard it was for me, and I'm very open about my journey of getting there. But I also as well, like when people private message me, because I will always get back to people's private messages, especially like when they're really long and like women in the job feel deflated because they're up against certain struggles, or people have applied and everything like that. Like only the other day I said to someone, she, bless her, she didn't pass and she failed on her first go. And I said, like, most people do. Like, it's not anything to discredit yourself over. You gave it a go. You've got that experience to know how to smash it the next time.
Yeah.
And I always see that as a win. So like I always see it that you've got an insight. The thing is, what made my struggle even harder is over those 5 years, I kid you not, it changed every time. So the first time I went to an exam centre and it was all on pencil and paper, and then went back the following year and it was all digital. Then it was all a different structure, and it was always changing for me. So yeah, it's been a yeah.
I actually remember, Joe, I remember you sending me a message saying, I really want to start an Instagram for showing all this off. And I think you asked me for some advice. I was like, I didn't want to give you advice because I've got like however many followers. But like, that is mad that like, I remember that message. And then I don't even know what advice I gave you, or if it even helped. But you literally just went boom,
Yeah.
like, and it just happened so fast.
It literally overnight. Yeah.
It's mad. How many followers are you on now?
Oh,
219,000.
thank you.
That's incredible.
See, is
Yeah.
that a lot?
Yes,
See, I don't know if so some people have called me out for that because there was a video that went viral. And
Yeah.
I was on, I think, 97 at the time. And they were like, that's huge. But
Yeah.
to me, it's really odd to explain. And I hope that I don't sound arrogant, never mind ignorant for it. But I think it's such a, I don't fixate on the number. Like I see people with 1 million followers and things like that. That's a lot. I feel like loads of people have 200 odd thousand followers now, but I don't know if it's odd. Like I just
people
don't.
you're following. That's because you're following people in that same bracket, right? Your mates aren't on 200,000 followers.
Maybe.
I guess it comes back to though, like, you know, what your content has a niche aspect to it.
Yes.
And realistically, the people that follow like that journey, whether they're in whether they are a first responder or not, they're like, this is such a cool take on content and it's inspiring, and they might not be a first responder, it might just be helping them out in their job, in their life as well. So 219,000 followers, just to say, that is very good. I think that's
you.
amazing. And it doesn't also matter about numbers. It's just you reach an audience, you're reaching a specific type of person that obviously love what you're doing. So
Yeah.
And you need to remember as well, it's 219,000 people that you're genuinely is inspiring. Like,
I hope so. There'll be haters amongst that, but that's fine.
But also, yeah,
Of course.
like
They're
of
still
course,
following.
there will
The
be. Yeah,
haters-
That's it.
There's a reason they're following.
the
Yeah.
haters are the people that are calling you out, saying it's not a lot.
Yeah.
like you said.
No,
They're
I
haters,
think
you know?
I've never actually had anyone say that. It's me,
Right.
and I get in my. I don't really. If I was to sit down and really think about it, one time, my friends and I went to Twickenham and we were watching the rugby, and my friend, bless her heart, she's still one of my like biggest supporters, but she had looked up the capacity of Twickenham, and we were just sat there watching the game, and she tapped my leg and she was like, this many people follow your Instagram, and I honestly thought I was going to have like a panic attack or something. So if I actually
That's
do
mad.
if I actually think about it, like someone said to me the other day, I think the O2 is like 50,000 or something.
Wow.
So it's like, no,
That times
can't
4.
think about
That's
that.
not-
Well, and that's
That's
what's
when it
happening
starts,
next. And
yeah.
is going on tour at Wembley.
I thought you were about to say she's going to have a panic attack live on the pod.
You've witnessed ADHD. I hope you're ready for a panic attack. No,
I remember having conversations with you, and we were like, if she sticks at that, that'll go.
You
massive.
called it, actually.
Yeah.
You did.
We were
Ange was
convinced.
like, you will be. He was like, keep doing what you're doing because it's going to blow up. And then all of a sudden, it just went boof.
But do you know why it works as well? Because like you just said, keep doing what you're doing. Like,
Yes.
You're just being yourself. You're being your authentic self.
Yes.
And it pays off.
And
it's
that's,
when you try. It's when you try. It's like, sometimes it's harder to get the engagement. Just
And it's
being
obvious.
yourself, and it's obvious, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
look at the post you alluded to earlier that went viral was obviously with Joey Swoll, right?
Yeah.
So that pretty much doubled your following, didn't
Pretty
it?
much, yeah.
So,
Big up Joey Swoll.
and what was great about that is he's usually calling out people who are being dickheads on Instagram, and your one was like his one a week where it was like, this is what I love to see in the gym. Like, this is the great thing, great bit about this community. So, and that was literally you, probably like more, what was it? It was almost like a really vulnerable side of you
It
in
was
that
so
video.
vulnerable,
Because it
yeah.
wasn't you being like,
No.
like confident and like, it was like, almost like a bit embarrassed that you were filming.
Yeah.
Or someone was questioning you, and then realized like it was a positive interaction,
Yeah.
and then something positive came, and then so that was just your authentic self, like just trying to like, I'm not trying to get in anyone's way, I'm just trying to do this, like, and then boom, that's gone. And obviously there was people that there was loads of comments of, this is staged, blah, 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 which it obviously wasn't.
Yeah.
But you're always
so,
gonna get
that
that.
blows my mind when
Yeah.
people are like, this is scripted.
it's also like, why do they want to put that out there? Like,
Yeah.
Joey, if you're not fussed by it, just move on.
Yeah,
like,
I never
no
understand
point doing
that.
it.
No, it's
Keyboard
odd,
warrior.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
literally, and
Yeah.
it's I don't ever get affected by trolls. I find them quite funny. I'm very fortunate though that I don't really get any. Sometimes it's just classic men that are just like shouldn't be in the job and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then again, if you use that, like one of my videos, like actually before I say this, going back to what you said initially with it taking off, and for anyone that is interested in content, the best thing I did was stray away from trends and do my own thing, and that's when my platform blew up. And I'm really fortunate for that. Like, I'm really grateful that people actually like my stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like people said to me, I've had people in the job say, it's only because you're a firefighter. And I'm like, rest assured, if I had the personality of, I don't know, like a very boring salad, no one is going to follow my page.
Yeah.
Like they won't. It's because...
Name it. What salad in particular you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of a Caesar.
Oh, it's interesting. I love a Caesar on a nice summer's day.
On a nice summer's
It is a
day.
bit bland, though. I'll give you that.
It's bland. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to add a bit of variety to the content. And when I started sharing more about myself, and there has been a period where I haven't shared much about the fire service, my numbers have continued to grow because it's like,
Because they're following you.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and they do,
Yeah.
and that's a massive compliment to me.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me, and I hope I forever stay humble rather than ever going, well, these people should be following me. I don't think I'll ever think that, but I think that's like the biggest thing I think for anyone listening that may want to get into content is to just just go for it and be yourself. And if if it flops, then like you tried, but it could be the best move you ever make. And that's what happened with me. And that's when Joey Swole saw that video and helps that. But like you said, you know, he's horrible to some people, and rightly so, because he calls them out on their poor behaviour. So when I remember I woke up to it, and my phone, I just remember opening Instagram and being like, holy, like, I think I must have gone on to like from 97 to like 150 overnight.
Wow.
And I saw the notification, Joey Swole tagged you in a video, and my heart did, because he does call people out.
Yeah, of course.
And I had already seen people commenting on it saying you shouldn't be filming those people in the background. So there was a bit of me, but then it was like the stars aligned, because his partner's a firefighter.
Cool.
So she does it over in the States. So I don't know, just kind of all, it's just continued to grow from there, really.
Have you noticed a big difference since that went viral? Or is it still quite, like, in terms of the interaction and on your posts and
interaction,
people messaging you?
Yeah, I think people love the message that went out in it. So for anyone that's not seen it, it's myself on a rowing machine at the gym, and I have my tripod set up, and this member sees that I'm filming and asks me what I'm filming for, and then I go on to explain that I like share videos here and there of like exercise to kind of inspire and motivate other first responders to do the same. And like that conversation went so lovely. Like I didn't initially think it was going to go that way, as you could probably tell in the video. But yeah, it was just one of those really very authentic moments, and it just excelled from there, and people have kind of stuck about to support it. From that video alone, the Blue Light Health Club page, which only launched the week prior to that video, gained 20,000 followers.
Wow.
Like,
so cool,
it's massive. They all went to my page, and then they went onto there.
That's quite big, because people are lazy on social media. Like, you know, 7-second reels to grab people's attention. Like, for your page to blow up, but also your, you know, that page is incredible. Yeah.
For those that don't know what the Blue Light
Health Club
is, do you want to give us a little bit of background on kind of how that...
I love it. It suits in my face like beam. I feel a bit like you guys might have this with a business. Like, do you ever feel like you're not doing enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I'm battling that.
Andy's like, what?
I do loads.
How dare you?
Yeah. Grey Productions.
She's crossing it out.
Featuring Ellis. You haven't even made it yet.
I know, we're going to change it to Ellis Gray Cuthbert Productions. Willie Custard Productions. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I love it. So the Blue Light Health Club is a kind of business side project that I've launched, where the tagline is very much prioritising the health of first responders. Recently, we've just launched an ebook, but much like
amazing.
thank you. Much like any business, it's got its faults. One day is missing from week 1, so that's great. I noticed that the other day at station as well. After like a week of it being live, I was showing it to my colleague, and he went, "You're missing day 3." I was like,
Oh no.
what?
Who needs day 3 anyway?
Who needs day 3? Just have 3 days out of 4. So yeah, the whole point of it is to prioritise the health of first responders. As at the end of 2023, I was signed off for 6 months due to my mental health, which I was like, it was a low time. And then whilst still putting together content about focusing on your fitness as a firefighter, it sounds like really cheesy, but it genuinely did come to me like just one night. I was in bed and I was making a piece, and I was like, why am I only targeting this at firefighters? Like, you've got your police coaches and your firefighter coaches and paramedic PTs and whatever. I was like, why are we not doing it all under one roof? And something I always say is that our job demands are different, but our lifestyles are the same. We all work shifts, we're all sleep deprived, we all have exposure to trauma, nutrition struggles, training around shift patterns. So I was doing more and more digging into it, and I was like, I rang my mate and I was like, what do you think of this? Like if I was to instead not pigeonhole it and then focus, and like I actually more so on my page now refer to myself as a first responder to make it more of an inclusive thing. I'll say firefighter here and there and whatever. But then he was like, I think it's great. And that was in the February. And then I did the first event at CrossFit Staines, the home hub, in April 2025. And then the Joey Swole thing blew up. Like, and yeah. And then it's just gone from there. So
what?
And then now the ebook's live.
But,
so
sorry, going back a bit as well.
yeah, sure.
In 2024, you won Influencer of the Year.
Yes.
So
I know.
How was that?
The comeback is so much better than the setback. What is
Yeah,
it?
that's amazing.
And I will try to not get. I really struggled to talk about 23 because I've never faced hardship like it. Like
Yeah.
I was so. I didn't want to leave my house. I was riddled with anxiety, self-doubt. Was humming and ahhing about leaving the fire service, but then I was like, if I did that, what would be my purpose, kind of thing? And it was a really, really sad time. And then,
Do you mind?
no, you're
Are
fine.
you happy to talk about this?
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking, kind of like, what was going on in your life at that point?
no,
to get
sure.
you-
So, oh God, tears probably will happen. That's fine. So I started off and I had my first year and it was amazing. And then I was coming up against like that. It was very apparent in training school that I had some learning difficulties. So I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD until probably the start of 2024.
Yeah.
I think I finally got the diagnosis. But then with that, like there's different stations and people do things differently and whatever. And I was up against a tougher environment compared to my first one. And I just, over a period of time, it just kind of started to eat away at me. And I just wasn't understanding things. I wasn't enjoying going into work anymore. I remember one of my things was I had a panic attack on the M25 and I've never struggled with my mental health ever. Like even to the point that I like didn't really think anxiety was actually a thing.
Yeah.
But then actually having experienced it firsthand, and you guys know me very well, like I've never been anything but a really happy, enthusiastic person. And then things just got tougher and tougher, and I was still trying to share a few things on social media, and then I just kind of completely stopped doing that. And I just was like, oh God, this is really tough. And then I had some other tough stuff happen in like my personal life. And then I'm trying to remember the timeline of it. And then I was signed off for 6 months. No, hang on. Rewind a moment. I moved stations, but it was very brief. And then it was apparent there that the wheels were like really starting to come off. Oh God, it's really sad to think about it. Like I didn't want to go in. I felt like if I made a mistake, everyone would know about it. I felt like I was stupid. I just didn't think that I was ever going to like progress, kind of thing.
And this is stemming from the undiagnosed ADHD at that point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I was signed off, had some rough stuff in my personal life, and then I got sepsis. Yeah, I was admitted to hospital for 9 days with that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I came out of hospital. I moved to a different town where I didn't know anyone. And on my first day of being there, I wrote my car off. And I was just like I was in bits. Like I wasn't suicidal. I never got to that point, thankfully, but I could have imagined that if, damn, this is like a really vulnerable episode, isn't it? I don't mind it though, like it's fine. Because I know that I'm not the only person that's been up against like tough stuff, but I wouldn't have ever I don't think got to that point, but I didn't want to leave my house.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to leave my bed. But thankfully, I've just always had this, I don't know where it comes from, but this pure determination and grit just to get better and just to always have a bit of self-belief, I guess, even when you're in the absolute pits. But yeah, and I just focused on my health. I paid for a therapist. I was in a financial position where I could. We've got amazing charities in the emergency services whereby they can offer counselling, they helplines and everything like that, and they're amazing. There's loads of them. I will shout them out. I've got the firefighters charity where we do, and there's Police Care UK, and there's the ambulance charity. They're like the 3 core ones that I'm aware of, and they all offer help and support. I needed it then, however, because I was bad. So I invested in therapy. I invested in an ADHD diagnosis because the NHS line is God knows how long that is. So it's too long. So then I did that. I really focused on my fitness. I focused on my diet and everything like that. And then slowly but surely, the bricks just started building back together. And then I returned to work in January. Was it January or February 2024? And I was at a different station. This is the thing, people on Instagram will be like, damn, she gets around. I was at a different station and it was a lot quieter, because the thing is, when I went from that one station to the next and then being signed off, I was put at the busiest station and it just wasn't the fit. It just wasn't the one.
Yeah.
That's not to say, I know that there's maybe been a thing of, well, you should be able to do the job wherever. It's when you're struggling
You
so
are in the
much
right place.
mentally,
Yeah.
you can't then be surrounded by
Yeah.
busyness. Also in a place which has got, I think it must be like 6 different types of appliances to learn, as well as finish your development. So your environment is key. Like, in order for a plant to grow, it needs to be in the right place. And if it's not, then that needs
Things
to,
kind of fall apart.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I returned to work. I was at one of the quietest stations in the county, and I remember I was so nervous initially to go out onto the drill yard, but I used to love drilling.
Yeah.
And then I went out, and then I remember it so well. My officer at the time, God love him, still do. We did a ladder pitch. And I was like, oh, it's done. And he was like, good. And he said, are you happy with it? And I was like, not really. I would probably do. And he was like, what is like... And huge credits to him, because he did help me rebuild my confidence.
Yeah.
And then I did what we call our endpoint assessment. And, did my endpoint assessment, passed that. Got a distinction in one area of it, actually, which surprised me. I think actually that was in theory, which is mind-blowing. But I worked really hard on that, and then competent, and started thinking, right, let's get back to social media, and started again piecing it all together, and then boom, it's
Bloody hell.
We are.
yeah.
I mean,
Tough.
Tough. Definitely.
sounds very tough, but I mean, well done you for getting yourself out of that and rebuilding.
Never again. Never again.
But it's like, it naturally, like, life throws curveballs at everyone. There's always going to be things that knock you down, and it's having that strength to really try and do something about it. And it's easier for some, but it's reminding yourself, like, I can do this. Like, I'm going to take care of myself here. Like, I imagine those 6 months out of work must have really helped. It
really helped, and the service were supportive with that. And I think that's again, like, that is a privilege with being, in a way, in an emergency service, because you do get that. Like, there's not many organisations that will allow you to have 6 months off of work. But also, like, on the topic of, like, rebuilding, something that I am really fortunate about, probably, which I don't shout out enough, like, my support network is phenomenal. I'm very blessed to have a lot of friends, and they were amazing to me. Like, even my friends now will joke when they're going through a rough time, they're like, it's still not 2023, Ange, tough. But like, that's a running joke that we have now. But I think if you don't necessarily have a big circle, like the charities are there, they are accessible, and worst comes to worst, if like my inbox is always open. If anyone's watching or listening that is going through a tough time, I may miss it initially, but do carry on, and I'm sure I'll see
I
it.
think that's so good. Going back to your colleague when you're at the smaller service station.
Yeah.
Service station.
Yeah, station. Yeah.
Like you need someone, and there were obviously a lot of people around you to help get you back on your feet. But
Yeah.
I think that's what's great about your page is, you know, for first responders, like you are like an inspiration for someone, just like a little video to watch and be like, actually, I can do it as well. And and I can, like, I'm cut out for this kind of industry.
Yeah.
So it is really inspiring.
Thank you. I think that was the biggest clarity that I gained from getting the ADHD diagnosis, because I had forever, people won't know this on the front, but obviously you guys know me, I do have a bit of a, I wouldn't call it a mask, because it is very much my personality, that I am very, people would label it as confident. I don't see it as that. I see it that I like to make sure everyone's all right, and I like to meet people.
Yeah.
I like hearing people's story. I don't necessarily like talking about myself. But for me, it was that clarity and understanding that I'm not stupid. I just learn a little bit slower than everyone else, but I'll get there, and once it's there, it's in. Like, and my hyper focus is like, if I'm on an incident and that person, because you know an incident is bad because someone needs your help, and that for me is my driver. So if someone is in there, like, I will work until until the job's done, like to help that person. That's where the hyper focus comes in. So there's many ADHD and other neurodiverse conditions, or whatever you want to label them as, labels, so to speak. I don't think that they're something to be ashamed of or anything like that. I do see mine very much as a superpower. Yes, I get distracted, and yes, it's got its flaws, but ultimately it is who I am. And people say to me, how do you feel with having ADHD? I'm like, I don't know any different. I was born with it. Like, it's not a case of, I didn't go onto TikTok and self-diagnose myself. Like, my family and I have been aware of it since I was tiny. So
well, we're taught in school and like growing up as well that there's just this one formula as well. We like, you know, you got to grow up, and if you're not passing, I don't know, exams in school, then you're not intelligent. But just intelligence is how do you label that? You know, it's in so many different aspects, and you're just unbelievable at your job. So it's I don't know where I was going with that.
Hey Mike, shut up a second. While we're talking about, obviously, you being diagnosed with ADHD, so what did that feel like when they told you that you did have that diagnosis? So I imagine it's like almost like a weight being lifted. Like what did that feel like for you?
I was smiling because I'm laughing thinking about it, because I didn't realise how bad mine was.
Oh, really?
So I knew I had it. But then when I got the diagnosis through, and it was so funny. So the guy was like, you genuinely have one of the highest fidgets I've ever seen. So when you go through the diagnosis of ADHD, you've got obviously ADHD, but you've got like combined, and then you've got ones which is you're probably more on the inattention side, or you score higher in hyperactivity. But I'm combined, so I scored severe in both hyperactive and inattention. Wow. I know, we keep things spicy over here. And when I had the fidget test on, so you wear this thing, it's a really sexy piece of gear. And I was there doing these tests, and it's, people think the hyperactivity is like you're, and when you're younger, like granted, you're like jumping all over the place, but it's actually more about your inability to stay still. So you're fidgeting and everything like that. I travelled while sat still 25 metres in a test. Yeah, I've got it in my results. Yeah, 25 metres was the amount I fidgeted. Like tapping my leg, if I was moving my hand, touching my nose is something I do a lot.
Wow.
Crazy. 25 metres, yeah. He was like, this is the highest, like, fidget score I think I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. Yeah, but it ties in.
Yes.
Tell my mom.
Put it on the fridge.
Get the camera.
New Instagram bio. Highest fidgeter.
Oh God, I'm never going to put that. No offense to anyone that does that, but I'm not putting ADHD in my bio. God, that's not. Each to their own. No, it's fine.
But that must have obviously like just helped you kind of progress in so many different areas of life. Like after knowing, I guess you can kind of like associate the way you react to different situations, or you in certain situations, or interactions.
Yeah,
with
you
different
learn
people.
so
You
much.
must, there must be part of you where now you're like, actually, I'm probably feeling this way because ADHD, and everything started to link, I guess, and make sense.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think so. I'm unmedicated. I tried medication. It's a no from me. I'm not on board with it at all. Funnily enough, this is quite a funny story. Shouldn't laugh about it. People learn from me. Again, me sharing my mistakes. So I got my first course of the medications trial, and my doctor said to me at the time, don't take the full amount and whatever. Anyway, went and picked up the meds, but then I did what it said on the box. Because obviously I've got ADHD, so I don't remember what you told me to do. So I'm there and I pop it. Oh my goodness me. I was sobbing. I was crying. It was everything really slowed down. I was on the phone to my sister. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I spoke to my doctor like the following week. And he said, how did you get on with it? And I was like, I mean, it was intense. Yeah, it was like everything went really slow. And he went, well, how much did you take? And I went, well, what it said on the box. And he went, no, I told you to take this. And I went, but I wasn't medicated then.
You're
and
telling someone with ADHD to do that.
I was like, you should have emailed me. And then I could have remembered. But yeah, then I did his suggested dose, and like I had to stop taking it because it does actually, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it can actually react a bit similar to like a class A. So my hands went really sweaty. Oh, wow. My heart rate was going really fast. I was actually gurning, and I will show you a picture of it after, that my face got so swollen when I was trying this medication out, because I kept like, because a response for me is fidgeting. So a fidget is partly like clenching your jaw or grinding your teeth. So I was showing up on these webcam things to him, and I'm like, doctor, I feel absolutely knackered. Like these are, and he said, well, how are you getting on with it? And I said, you know what? I think I must have been like 29 at the time, or no, I would have been 30. I was like, I've made it this far. I don't need these medications. Yeah. Like, and one of the biggest points that I proved with that was when I did my endpoint assessment. And I even had one of the instructors say to me, like, you're so calm and all of this. And I was like, I'm not medicated. And he was like, damn, like, I genuinely thought you were. And I was like, no. Wow, so I think for anyone with ADHD, or they've been diagnosed and they're looking to explore medication, it can be an amazing tool for a lot of people. It wasn't for me. You've just got to find your fit. Don't put the pressure on yourself to it. If you're in your adult life and if it's not crippling you, chances are you can cope with it in many ways. I do a lot of that through my training. So
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot to unpack there, sorry.
Do you want the notes?
No. Can I just see that
Ange.
Ange. One more time.
One thing I also want to ask about is, so obviously you moved into the content creation space.
Yes.
And obviously it was going super well. Within that, you obviously had to learn how to create content and edit content and shoot it and blah, blah, blah. How was that?
How did it trial and error?
You hadn't done that before, right?
No, never. I think it's with content, again, the biggest advice. So I do get a lot of people message me. They're like, I want to start doing what you're doing. And I'm always firstly like, God's sake, read your policy, like in your brigade, if you want to do it alongside that. But if you are wanting to do content, it is very much a case of trial and error. I am very much self-taught. I downloaded CapCut, and CapCut was the one. And then just watching tutorials, I picked up a lot from them. I was like, oh, okay, these are kind of cool
Is that
and
like
whatever.
YouTube or?
No, just on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
Just like ones as you scroll through, and then they're like, try this, try that.
Yeah.
Then I would take so many pointers from different videos, and then I would just kind of put my own flair and twist on it.
Yeah.
So like I think in probably like the last 6 months or so, one tool that I really like on CapCut is the auto generate beats. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
I don't
So-
often use CapCut. That sounds
Do you not?
cool.
So it's so what I'll do is I'll extract the sound from a screen recording video of Spotify, giving away all my secrets now. But like, for example, if I do a day in the life firefighter, my 7 till 7,
Yeah.
because I'm 7 a.m. start, I will pick a song, screen record it, I'll put it onto CapCut, put all of my content that I filmed, and then do auto generate beats. And then it will be
nice.
like
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah. Oh,
the
that's
change
so
in it is
nice.
really the way
That's
it
really handy.
goes.
Yeah.
Check out those videos, and then you'll see like, and they're like my highest performing videos.
Oh, amazing.
So that's
CapCut, like,
CapCut's really,
was
yeah.
it was a game changer suddenly, wasn't it? For
Yeah.
content creation,
Yeah.
especially. Like, all the templates, everything you can get on there for quick.
Well, because especially
turnaround
on,
edits.
like TikTok, it gives
Yeah.
you the template. You click on it, goes straight to it, and then the seconds are just cut for you.
Yeah.
So you just lay the clips over and
Yeah, it's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't. I
Yeah.
I
If you
probably
wanna do
should.
that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't use templates. So then people say to me as well, "Do you use the Instagram Reels
Yeah.
thing?" And I'm like, "No, I'm CapCut. Like I like that. I like
Yeah.
the fonts that are on there. Like, and I genuinely have just learned about it as
Yeah.
I've gone. Like it's just trial and error with content. I think you've just got to try and find a type of content that you like to do, and then just like
Stick at it.
just
Yeah.
go for it. Really.
Yeah.
Was there, so, I mean, obviously we fully understand like filming and editing and just how frustrating that is. Be honest, how many times was it where you just wanted to be like, or did you even just like fucking throw your phone because you were like, this is painful?
Sometimes I get like that with brands.
Oh, do you?
So I work now with brands where I will get paid to do an advert,
Yeah.
and you will send them they'll send you a brief, you do the piece, and then you send it back. Very fortunately, it's very rare that I have to do edits, but sometimes if they're like, well, can you edit this? And you're like, no, like I can't. And then
Yeah.
you're just like, God, I spent like
long,
however
yeah.
long. Granted, it's not that long in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things of second work, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice place to be because it doesn't take a lot of my time, and it is on my phone. But the brain power, that's what it does. It makes you very much like, oh my God, I can only imagine for you guys editing the stuff that you do like at the screens. Do you know what I mean? And it is consuming
Yeah.
because then you're like, God, the creative light is there initially, and then it starts to
Yeah.
dim down like the more as you're just staring at it and then
And hearing that
editing.
same bit of audio over
Yeah.
and over again, you're like,
Oh my God, yeah.
Here's what I got today over and over again.
today. That's literally, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That
So
Has your setup changed much? Like, is it you still just you and your phone, or have you like started bringing
Yeah, have you
in
invested?
lighting, background?
so
lights, that sort
I
of
have a
thing?
tripod.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's in my. I know.
Yeah, let's go,
That
baby.
goes everywhere with me. That's that was a TikTok purchase. It's one of these ones, and it's very compact. And you pull that,
Nice.
put it, and then like the legs come out.
Wait, explain again. Explain again.
I've never heard of this contraption.
Never heard of that.
It's not like your tripods. Yours are like really high end. Lighting, with regards to that, I have had a ring light, but I'm not really like big on that because I never remembered to use it. I did invest in the DJI Osmo.
Nice.
So I like that little setup,
yeah.
and I got it in a I think it was called a creator kit.
Okay.
So it comes with a microphone, it comes with a a mini tripod for it, which in my opinion is freaking pointless because it's tiny. It literally boosts it up to there, and I'm like, cool. So, but thankfully it can fit onto my other one.
Yeah.
I have this like image of Ange about to do like a fit check. She just sets it up on the floor like, oh.
Just bending down, being like, I'm wearing this. No, genuinely, when I opened it, I was like, right, okay. I think the Osmo 3 is a great piece of kit. Again, no, my knowledge on it isn't that great, but then I followed that up by looking up things on Instagram. So yeah, but I don't want to have too much stuff.
I was going to say, I guess for, yes, content is what you create and that is how you get the message out there. But phone is probably your best friend, really, isn't it? For making content. I
had the iPhone 13 Pro, like for most of my content, and I was like, I'm going to go out and buy the iPhone 17. I was due an upgrade anyway. I've got to be honest, I don't see much difference in it.
Oh, really?
I really don't. Really? Like, I haven't got. I don't know if I have the Max or the. I definitely have the Pro, but I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I don't know if there's actually too much difference to it. The difference actually is when you zoom in on stuff. So when I edit things on CapCut and I expand it, that's when it's not as pixelated. It's a lot clearer. Yeah. So I will give it that. But other than that, like, no.
I want to cut this segment.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube as like this review video of my phone.
The iPhone 13 versus 17.
Yeah.
It's not that pixelated when you zoom in. That's as techie as I get. Like, I needed more memory space as well. So I think Jesus. So I think I went from like, I don't know, 250. Is it megabytes?
Gigabytes.
Gigabyte.
Yeah.
GB? Yeah, it'd be gigabytes.
Big gigabytes, definitely.
Yeah, if it was megabytes, that would be huge, wouldn't it?
No,
yeah,
mega.
And then I went from that to like, is it a 1 terabyte?
Wow.
Or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot more space on my phone, but I'm still getting notified that my storage is.
It's funny as well
because
me and Andy were actually having this conversation the other day because we need new phones, seriously need new phones, and our storage is full up, and obviously same with Mike. Obviously, the amount of files we're sending each other constantly or having to download to like we'll check what it looks like on the phone and blah blah blah, and there's so much going on in this industry that it does just take up all the space. So I can only imagine what yours is like when you're literally shooting every piece of content off your phone. Like
that's why, like, though, you've got to. There's no harm in rinse and repeating. I think, especially obviously with my content, maybe yours would be a little bit harder to do that with. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, not even the tech. Oh no! It starts a fire.
oh no!
Whoops.
What are we doing here? My claim to fame.
Planned all along.
We're going to set fire to this. Don't, because I'd actually panic. I'd be like, I don't know if there's anything.
Don't worry,
in
we got
that.
something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Which
expired.
we bought.
Oh, look
Don't
at
show
it.
Ange. We
It's
bought
shiny.
that back in. When was
Definitely
it?
expired.
That was
as
like 18.
well.
Let me have a quick look at this.
Should we try it? Should we test it?
It should foam.
Wait, hold on. Ange, please investigate.
It should have a date on it. I mean, you're in the green on it, but no, that's not even a year.
Where is it? I've looked.
That year doesn't even exist
But
anymore.
2019.
That's when we bought it.
So it's a little bit
So
old.
I don't know if there's.
should
I
have
can't
that
see it. It
in
should
the
have a best
episode.
before on it.
Yeah, I've tried looking.
Taste
No,
it.
don't, because it's going to make me look terrible. They'll be like, she doesn't know how to read a freaking fire extinguisher. But I can't see an expiry date on
pretty
it.
sure.
Right, Brooke, stand up.
I think I just
Test
got this off like Amazon, to be fair, when we first.
No, we got it from.
I'll point and
Which-
shoot at you and we'll test it out.
Okay.
Yeah, let the place set on fire and then just hope for the best. It's yeah. No, you. I think.
One.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe a bit bigger.
Maybe a bit bigger, yeah.
a little bit bigger. You're not going to do too much with that, but I'm sure you'll be fine. It's only a small space, so.
Cool. We one thing we want to ask all of our guests.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it earlier, actually, but just in case it brings anything else to mind. So we're asking everyone, what would be your key piece of advice for anyone that is looking to get into firefighting, content creation, the whole shebang? You
Okay.
can do it separately if you want.
Yeah.
But what would be your golden piece of advice?
Fuck the haters. What would be like a piece of advice? It's hard answering these kind of questions because I always turn to quotes. I think quotes are, yes, they're cheesy, but there's so much to have from them. And one quote I always go by and think very much my life is like it is by, I believe his name is Bill Maher. There is no risk at going after a dream, but there's a tremendous amount to risk by playing it safe. And I think by that, it very much is saying, like, just keep going after it. And if you keep playing it safe, and if you don't have the courage and the confidence to step out of your comfort zone, you're never going to get to where you want to be. So if you want to start posting content, just post a video. If it flops, then who cares? Just try again. And people will.
Fuck the haters.
Yeah,
really.
literally.
Yeah.
And people will.
Yeah.
There's never another quote. A hater is never doing better than you. So if someone's going to mock you for trying to make something of yourself, for you trying to get to where you want to be, I think it says a lot more about them.
100%.
I think with regards to the emergency services, if you're wanting that, then just keep going and then just keep going after it.
Yeah.
And maybe a direct frontline role may not be for you, but there's numerous roles within the services that could be more accommodating. So just give it a go. I think is if you do not try, you will never know. And my biggest fear in life is that when I come to my deathbed, I'm going to look back and go, oh, I wish I did that. I don't want any of that. I want to be like, my life was fucking wicked. And then I hope that my kids are there to go, Mum's life was fucking wicked.
On your tombstone.
Fucking wicked. Peace out. Enjoy the legacy.
No, I love that. So
Prioritising the health of first responders.
it just doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
2024 is just
The scroll at my cremation. Chuck it into the fire. She ain't shutting up. Honestly.
Also, one thing we'd like to ask you to say to the camera is, where can people find you online? What's your social media handle?
My handles. So you can find me on Instagram. I am Ange Everington. That's Ever, not ETH. Everyone likes to spell it like that. There's also the Blue Light Health Club and the bluelighthealthclub.co.uk. So if you would like our ebook, it's a 12-week hybrid program, free of charge for you to
Page 3 is
download.
missing.
It is missing. We have got some errors. I'm sorry. I'm just a girl who's never run a baby. I'm just a baby.
Amazing, cool. Well, yeah, thanks so much, Ange.
Cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
Amazing.
It's been
fun.
fun.
So
Thank
good.
you.
Yay.
Cool.
Cool.
Bye. Bye.
Right, get that fire extinguisher.